here's an old term. Action turns knowledge into wisdom. And the fires of creation is that process of action turning knowledge into wisdom. We all know, but until we do, it's not the experience and the understanding of the experience that it takes to understand it. Experiential situation is really what it is.
It's not about what you do and all of the things you create or don't create. It is truly about lifetime to lifetime endurance and gaining joy and joy and happiness out of it. It's not about success. It is just about joy, happiness, and love.
Hi everybody, Andrew here, reminding you that this is the time of the year to come and have a private session with me, because the rate at which the world is changing and the growth that you need is going to help you rediscover some of those pathways and new ways of thinking. You've been listening to the show for years. Come and cross the line, have a private session, join our members area, where we now are featuring the secret societies, breakaway civilizations, and multidimensional timeline branch management, where every month we will have a normal members show where you get to live talk with me, and the other one is we going through these specialized teachings. Take a look at our store. We've got a bunch of new products out there, speeches. All right, everybody, look forward to seeing you in the next members show. Welcome, everybody, to another adventure into reality. I'm your host, Andrew Bartzis, the one and only Galactic Historian. Today, all day long, is a live call-in show for the next 2 hours. If you'd like to have a conversation, meeting, session, and reading with me, come on into the room. The link is in the show descriptions or in the chat room, wherever you are listening. I'm looking forward to having some great conversations with people today. We've got some people waiting already. Michaela, signal to unmute. Michaela, are you there? Going once. Michaela, are you there? Going twice. Nope. All right, let's move on to Claire. Signal to unmute. Are you there?
Hi.
Hey, Claire, how's it going with you today?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing? Let me shut my air off.
Okay.
So it's kind of noisy. Can you hear me okay on my phone?
Yeah, you're doing good.
Okay, because when I play it back, it sounds kind of loud when I hear the reshows. Everything's good with you?
Yep, everything's going great. Recovered great, got covered great from my journey with the hospital, and now it's just a matter of just getting myself caught up.
Very good, very good. Well, I am enjoying the 30-day challenges. I was talking to you about it before, doing the 3 revocations, just those alone, and taking those deeper and deeper, and my meditations are getting deeper, and feeling more of the multidimensionality like I've been wanting to feel for a very long time. But it's working very well. It's working very well. It keeps you right in the middle, where you don't buy into the everyday, it doesn't let you throw you off so much. The oppressiveness I was talking about, everything that feels kind of oppressive. Taking care of that and the chords, I love it. I just want everyone, you should definitely be doing it. I do it like twice a day, morning and night.
Good. For anybody who wants to know, you can go to my website, andrewbartzis.com, and under the Insights page, you can get the new 30-day challenges that are there. It gives a step-by-step instruction how to break it down, the different levels of effort scale, what it takes to average C+ effort is more than enough. Highly advise you to give yourself that 30-day challenge and test yourself. Show yourself what you're ready to do. So Claire, you said you've been doing, this work for some time now. As you're starting to do more and more of this style of work, what are you noticing when your pattern recognitions with it?
Oh, wow. What used to be scary or a thought that was much bigger than myself or taking over, it took a few years. I've been following your stuff for a few years. So the revocations, everything starts to kind of peel the onion a little bit. Then you get to the point where you're like, okay, I want to do some really deep bulldozing work, as you call it.
Yep.
Well, it's making me, let me see. Lately, what I've been going through is that everything I have, all the programs that I've created, I am a multidimensional being, and I don't have that fear anymore. And I'm starting to take the driver's seat. Make sense?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm getting more in the driver's seat, and this is what I've always wanted to do. I'm dealing with a lot as far as working through things like I think a few weeks ago you were talking about when you were in the hospital, you were realizing, and when you wrote these revocations, these new ones, about the
Hmm.
backstabbing things that people had done. And I've had similar experiences. That's been a challenge a little bit because you have anger, right?
Yep.
I do. I didn't know if you had it too. I'm assuming you did.
Oh yeah. But I deal with my anger early. I
How do
don't
you?
let it fester inside me. I find
Okay.
ways to vent it and transform and transmute it into my own personal teaching, comedify it, whatever, put comedy to it,
Mm,
or just face it. Just plain face it. And anger is one of those things that in reality it's easy to face. It really is easy to face. The myth that anger is unfaceable is for those people who have turned it into their own personal boogeyman.
yes.
Okay. And
Yeah.
then you're looking at a different way of dismantling the fear you've created to yourself that I can never confront it.
Okay. And you can just recreate with it like you did in the hospital. You wrote your revocations.
That's not something just everybody can do.
Okay.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
unique to me. Every time I find myself in those challenges, I turn towards it like a bull going forward. I don't
Hmm.
avoid it. And it's a practice skill. It really is a practice skill to hit it in the worst of times and to turn it on. There are a lot of people that just would have continued watching television or woe is me or talk to friends or do something that isn't facing
Hmm.
facing it head on. Okay.
That is,
There's
yeah.
other ways to heal and recover, and for many people, that could be very normal for them. That isn't normal for me. That isn't normal for me.
Okay.
When I go to do it, it's like I had already watched 2 days of television, caught up on everything. I didn't want to watch anything else. And I said, I've already know that, I'm through I'm not going to die. Sepsis is not exactly, there's definitely risks. I also know that my recovery journey is going to be much easier because I went in early. So I'm like, I have to face this, and I got to turn it around and make. I knew
Hmm.
I'm still going to be in the hospital for, I was in for 7 full days. I knew I was going to be in until they're ready to let me go. So I'm like, may as well face it right here, right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is just facing everything that seemed, and let me tell you, I don't know where my fear came from as a child. I would be like stricken with fear where I couldn't move of thunderstorms or people or different strange things. So that's been a lifelong journey for me. And excuse me. And then, relationships, people, I've had great things, I had fun things, I've had scary
Hmm.
things, but facing that deepest, which is where I'm standing right now, there's one bubble I've often talked about that really needs to pop, and that's what I'm facing. Like I'll do 3 nights a week of work on that, looking at the program, trying to figure out what it is and questioning it. This work, though, it gives you confidence. That's what it's been
Yep.
doing for me. I'm not questioning, my worth so much anymore. I'm not questioning whether it's real or not. I went through that relationship with that person from Scotland. So I was
Yep.
doing my work then for a couple of years, but it also brought up a lot of stuff that needed to be cleaned out for sure.
Right. Right. Right.
So,
And you recognized what was spring cleaning and what was,
oh,
all right,
yes,
we got to get rid of just this junk I've been storing for too many decades. Okay.
exactly. Yeah.
Right. There's a
I
big
wasn't,
difference between
yeah.
spring cleaning and, hey, we got to empty the storage unit out and close the storage unit down.
Yes. Yeah. You got to close it down.
Yeah.
So,
Done.
that was a challenge for me. And actually, that is still a challenge. That's still coming up a lot. And it's not so much, woe is me missing, not that kind of thing. Just the
Hmm.
the anger of how he saw me and the cheating and all that stuff and her and just the anger of
Hmm.
turning my friends against me, all that stuff. And I'm thinking to myself the other day, today it actually came to me that they have done nothing to me. It's just everything is perception. And that
Yeah.
is beginning to sink in deeper and deeper. So yeah, there's
Hmm.
a lot of layers going on here. It's good stuff,
Yeah.
you
Since the
know.
very first day of me coming out as a public figure, I have said perception and perspective in this grand journey of awareness into an awakening journey will be the absolute key to understanding your individual part of the whole and the collective part of that's asking you individually to make your perception and perspective mean something. Understand from it, it's where all your pattern recognitions come from. When you have a biased perspective, you have limited potentials. When you have a perception that has deception filters built into it, because it doesn't allow you to check your own ego or hold yourself accountable, whatever it is, it actually limits you on the greatest level of your own personal limitations.
Yes. Yes. And when you start, it's a little at a time. Sometimes it's a lot. Sometimes it's a little, but you begin to
Yeah.
realize, I just feel myself taking more control. I'm still afraid to. I'm afraid of my own power in a way.
Hmm.
I'll figure that out. That'll start to change, but not letting people anymore, leaking my energy out, trying to fit in or trying to control. I can't control how the world sees me or treats me. And that's been a huge turnaround for me because
Yeah.
I've cowered and cowered. You can't take all these hits all day long. And I wasn't looking from it like a victim standpoint because I never saw
Yeah.
myself as a victim, but I always said, okay, what can I do to change this, because it's
Hmm.
just it's debilitating. And I came from a very debilitating, and I was a golden child at the same time. That's how my life was kind of strange. I had both sides, but I could never enjoy the other side fully until I dealt
Hmm.
with this.
What do you mean by golden child?
Um, Everything kind of came to me easy. I had a lot of friends. In high school, I was pretty, I was smart, I did everything. And I don't mean that in an egotistical way. It just, I didn't even realize some of that stuff about me until after high school. And people later on told me, how they saw me in school and things like that. But I think that I was always happy. Um, I don't know. I always had happy energy. It was fun. I loved school. I loved my friends. I used to dance. I did Hawaiian dancing. I think I
What
didn't really.
what generation did you grow up in?
I was born in '62, so in the '70s I was in high school. Graduated in
Okay.
'80,
Okay.
and it just seemed like everything I ever needed just fell into my lap. And I don't mean money and stuff like that. Just that my life just
Mhm.
flowed, and I felt like I always had a lot of good things. You can have everything at once that makes you a really strong female force in the world. I was too afraid, to use my power.
Mhm.
Golden child. I don't know. I was smart. I
Well,
did all my own
you
homework.
basically were 18 by 1980.
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
I
So
was.
you were in the beginning of the big giant hair era.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
really interesting is a lot of the girls of today are going back to look at the throwback hairstyles of the 80s and the
Hmm.
90s, and they're trying to practice it on themselves, and they're like, "Holy shit, this shit works. It never goes."
That's
Yeah.
funny. Oh, I
Like
know
I
the
re
hairdos. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I remember growing up, the girls would have the claw, which is the big poof in the front,
Oh,
the giant claw.
yeah.
Okay.
That's funny. I kind of was always off the beaten path a little. Like I never had those. I had long, 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 long hair, straight hair.
Mhm.
I didn't do all the poofy stuff, but it certainly was fun. You know.
What were the 80s like for you?
Um, what's funny is when I got out of high school and I started having to live on my own without my parents and my family so much and my friends, life got very scary for me in my 20s. I began that's when I first started my journey with Yogananda and all that stuff. So not only did I have my friends from work that I would go out with and dance sometimes, but I was also learning. I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to teach all these things because I understood Yogananda. I was very in a lot of spiritual studies in the '80s. and in my early 20s. So it was kind of odd for me.
What directed you to that?
Well, when I was 14 or 15, my sister married somebody whose mother was very, very psychic, and she started bringing books home. Edgar Casey, 1970s,
Okay.
and all that stuff. And then one day I was walking in a New Age bookstore, and it's just the strange story. I was 17, I'll never forget it. And I went to the Eastern section, philosophy, because I always liked that. And I saw a book called The Divine Romance. I picked it up and I opened it up. And I don't think I've ever felt this way in my whole life, only a few times, but I started reading it and I was like, holy shit, I know this. How do I know this? And it was like home for me. It was unbelievable. So I bought the books and sent them to my sister, and that's when I started studying. So, so the 80s for me, I wasn't a party girl. I wasn't a bar person, but I did like to be with my friends sometimes. But it was very much beginning to delve into, I belonged to a couple different groups. That's when I had group trauma.
So that experience of going to a metaphysical bookstore, having
Hmm.
that experience is a non-existent experience for all these modern children. Anybody from when Barnes and Nobles collapsed, from 700 stores across the country to less than 50, when all
Yeah.
the major bookstores went out of business, and then half-price bookstores just kind of took over, but people still weren't buying books because the digital age had taken over, and all of those metaphysical book shops became crystal shops, and virtually no metaphysical books were being printed anymore because the print on demand cost was too much, and then Amazon took over and it's completely obliterated
Wow.
that entire unique thing that is. I'm going to go to the metal. I remember going to the metaphysical bookshop
Yeah.
or the Barnes and Nobles that had the metaphysical section to
Yes,
it.
it did.
Okay, and I remember bumping into people and meeting people, and
Yeah.
getting a date from that.
Yes. Oh,
Okay,
that's right. Yes.
right,
That's how I met the groups I was with. I would go into a bookstore. Oh, we're having a meeting, and then you start going to the meetings, and
right.
yeah, yeah.
I
Oh, I
never, I
forgot.
never forget that. I never forget a girl asked me out from because I was of the metaphysical books that I was looking at.
Oh, that's cute.
She's like, "Hey, let's go have a
That's
coffee."
cute.
And again, at that time, Barnes and Nobles had a coffee shop in it. I'm like,
Yes, I remember.
it's like, literally, I'm like, is she hitting on me? That was what was going on in my head because
Oh,
I'm like,
that's
huh? And she was. Okay, and she just
she
wanted to
was.
get to know who you are, what you are. She just moved into the area. She's just being social. It wasn't like, let's, slam bam, let's go hop into the thing. She just
Yeah.
wanted to get to know somebody.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right? And we became good friends.
I was just listening. It's so funny. Right before this, I was listening to the show you did, I think, a couple weeks ago, and you were talking about relationships. Um,
Hmm.
it's so funny you said that because I was thinking the same thing, how different it was back then, you know, and how easy it was to meet people and just it seems to be harder
Yeah.
now for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's really funny. And you know what else too? This is I don't want to take up your time because I spoke to you a lot the other night on the show, on the member show too. I felt so bad about that. Um, my daughter, who I've been reading a lot about these kids that kind of divorce their parents and push their
Hmm.
parents away. And she's been doing this to me for a really long time. And I've kind of had enough of it. She's 30. And all of a sudden, I'm realizing this phenomenon because I was reading about it, how kids just do this lately. They read, they talk to their friends, they get all this hype, and then they just treat you like crap. And they talk to you like crap, you know?
Completely disrespectful.
Yes. And I'm to the point now where I hate to, I don't want to have to walk away, but I might have to because
Mhm.
it's,
Yeah.
and that's a thing, right? When you were talking about the kids don't have that these days, like to go and have those experiences, it brought up that in my head, like, yeah, they're kind of lost, it seems like.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Very,
darling,
very.
let me move on. Let me move
Yes,
on to
yes,
somebody
yes,
else and
yes.
talk.
Of
All right, it's
course.
great talking to you again.
Same here. Thank you.
All right, Tiffany, signal to unmute. Are you there? Tiffany. Hello. Tiffany, are you there? Going once. Going twice.
Hear me?
Yes, how you doing?
Oh my goodness, I kept pushing the unmute. I don't know. I've never did this before.
It's okay. Where are
I'm
you
doing
calling from?
I'm in Ironwood, Michigan,
Okay.
the Upper
Welcome to the
Peninsula.
show. Welcome to the show. What do you want to do? What do you want to talk about today?
Um, well, I just recently printed up the revocations. I plan on starting that. But
Okay.
I'd like to ask you, like, how can you take control over your dream space?
Are you having challenges with dreams?
I have a group that's been kind of harassing me for like 10 years. It was supposed to
Okay.
be like a spiritual group, but it turned, I don't know, I think they're like a cult or something, but I had a couple
Are the group?
readings.
Is it a group you actually have physically met, or people, or is it all energy people?
It's energy, but I did get a reading from one of the people in that group, and they like looked into my past, like past lives, and they just decided to make me a target, I guess. And it's really odd. Like I get messages, from my ancestors. Like they used to message me like um all the time, like
Mhm.
they play songs. I think like sometimes they talk and then to me it comes through as a song, But once
Mhm.
this group started interacting, then they won't message me in the same way really. And if my family plays a song, they'll just play like instrumental music and I have to figure it out type thing because those other people, the one character plays songs for me all the time, it's just weird.
Okay. So have you
But
had, spirit communications early in your life? Is it something that's been common for you?
I did, but I just didn't realize that's what was happening, you
Hmm.
know.
When did you begin to realize this was happening?
Um, I'm trying to think. Maybe 2012, but in 2013 I spontaneously died on a holiday that I wasn't included in. I was like waiting up for my daughter and uh, it was getting late, and I was like trying not to fall asleep and I just went into a deep meditation on accident. And then I like heard someone say, they're like, just go with it. And it kind of jolted me back to thinking, because I was kind of drifting out. And all of a sudden, I just started being like electrocuted and like stretched. And then after that experience, my I just became more aware of what, like different things, and I realized that I'm an empath. I didn't know that.
Okay. Did you actually die, hospital die, or just in your mind?
No, I died like I was getting electrocuted for so long, like for no reason. I was laying in a bed, you know what I'm saying? But I just started being electrocuted, and then I knew in
But
the moment, like,
you were not physically electrocuted. It was all happening in the dream space.
but I wasn't actually dreaming. Like someone woke me up. Like I was kind of probably in almost dreaming, but
Yeah.
you know.
You were actually having a dream seizure from being psychically attacked and drained of energy.
But after that happened, there was just so many strange. I didn't know what happened. I thought I really did die because I got pulled like over a. I saw a bunch of symbols and I got pulled over like a neon green big cross on the ground, but it wasn't like like religious, but it was like I think I got pulled over a threshold or something. And
No,
first I saw,
listen what I'm saying. You were being fed on by a host of very nasty demonic entities.
and then this is odd though. Like after that happened, I was pretty isolated during that time period.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
when my daughter would come around to visit, um, I couldn't even understand when she spoke. Like she would have to talk to me for a while. Like I could hear her talking, but I couldn't hear words. Like I couldn't.
Just because you had gone through multiple possession and entities that were possessing you and harvesting you of your actual life force.
My gosh, it was terrible.
Hmm. And how long does last for?
The talking thing lasted probably maybe 2 months. I don't know.
Hmm. Hmm.
But then she, like after about maybe a half hour, I could understand her. And it was like we
Okay.
met at a certain uh, frequency or something. But then one time, she came and I was waiting, to be able to understand her. And then she made me leave with her and some of her friends. And I could understand her. But then when we got into the car with their friends, it was like I couldn't understand them.
Right.
So I figured that somehow she like compromised something so that I could,
No.
I don't know.
You were just under attack and things were harvesting you and trying to stay in charge and steal your living life experience from someone. Now, then you said, how do you take control of your dream space? You have to take control of your physical life first. Okay, so learning ritual and ceremony, which is protecting the four corners of the bed. Now, what you can do is use any of the revocations, divine masculine, divine feminine, government, banking, media, revocations, idiots, assholes, wankers, or any of those revocations, and the corner of the four corners of the bed, 15 minutes to each corner prayer. So that's one revocation. You can do it on Monday this, Tuesday that, Wednesday this, Thursday this, the four corners of your bed, and then the four corners of your room. That is where you start to take physical command. But the real command over your dream space is starting a daily practice that has as much variety as possible that gets you to start absorbing more and more physical sunlight. We are photosynthesis type beings, meaning what you can do is get into a time where you can get into space that's full sunlight. You can have your clothes on, but your eyes closed, and you want to bring light in through your closed eyes and have it saturate the inside of your brain until it's completely full of light, and then bring that saturated brain light down into the shoulders, the arms, the legs, the inside of the body until the entire inside of the body is saturated with light, and give extra attention to the intestinal tract. From the moment that goes down your esophagus into your stomach needs to be full, bloated, full of light. The entire intestinal tract, how it S's back and forth, back and forth. You need to get light deep down inside there. Your intestinal tract is the link to your dreaming space. And if you're having things that are challenging you in those dreaming spaces, flooding it with light is the first layer of saying no more. Okay. The
Okay.
next layer is identifying when this began. Okay. So do you know roughly the date that this started with you?
With the dreams,
Yeah.
I can't say for sure because I go through phases of not remembering and
Roughly 5 years, 7 years, 3 years.
um
Okay.
it's been really like terrible, like just to over the top for the last 2 years, really terrible. And
Okay.
it's like I'm in a dream, but I don't know, it's like sometimes my consciousness can be muted and
Yes.
it's like
That's
I'm
that's
just
because
observing really terrible
part of you
things.
part of you is part of you is trapped in a negative dream realm, still being fed on. And it's probably
Oh my
been there a long
God.
time. Okay. It's probably been there a long time. Okay. You need to start flooding yourself full of light, protecting the four corners of the bed, the four corners of the room, and understanding this is a battle of attrition. You absolutely can beat this. Okay. In the new revocations, you have cutting of cords, etc. So this
Yeah.
might be a time for you to say, all right, 15 minutes a day, 5 days a week of C plus effort. If you do 3 months of C plus effort, you can get your shards out of that locked up dream realm. But you will have to learn to live a different way. What is living a different way? It's not about how the practice is. It's an understanding that as you look back to who you are, what you were, what's going on, there are other parts of you that are still locked into other things. Okay. And it's going to take time, possibly a year of you doing advanced ritual and ceremony, which is bloating yourself full of light, understanding what laughter and humility and really means, because laughter is a big part of the healing journey. Okay. And then going through the actual process of identifying the parts of you that weren't strong enough, showing them love, strengthening them up, strengthening yourself up for the journey ahead of you, which is just asking for C plus effort, measured over a period of a few months.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have did the I used to have my bed gridded all the time with stuff you talked about in the past, the
Mhm.
silver salt and sage and
Yeah, you got to
I
get back in. You got to get back into that. And this is where a time for you. If you have any mirrors in your room, Take the mirrors out or start covering them up with a
There's no
sheet or
mirrors.
something. Yeah,
Yeah,
no
I know.
mirrors.
I don't.
Okay.
There's just a bathroom mirror and then one in the downstairs, and I put it behind furniture,
No,
so
you got
it's
to
not
cover. You got to cover all the mirrors. You got to cover them.
okay.
Yeah.
I can do
Now the
that.
next thing is, do you know where the head of your bed faces? North, south, east, west?
I just I just switched rooms, but I was sleeping with my head, I believe, to the east, and
And is there
now
a door right? Is
sleep.
there a door right next to you?
Now I'm sleeping with my head possibly facing north, and the
Okay.
doors to my right behind me.
How far is it from your head?
Um, maybe 7 steps.
Okay.
It's not very far.
That can be very odd energy. It can be very odd energy. You
I've
may
had
want to
this
think,
issue with sleeping with my head by a wall since I've been in this place that I'm in. Every time I lay down, even in the other room, I'm like putting my head where people would put their feet probably. But I just don't want my head by the wall for some reason. I just don't feel comfortable like that.
yeah, because that's part of the dream terrors you went through.
Hmm.
Part of the dream terrors you went through. Trying to get
Okay.
back into your body means you had to go through a wall and you get locked inside the wall. It's a common demonic thing that's done. Okay. Very common tactic they use. Okay. Now, the next thing here is as you begin to realize dedication to the self practice means you are mastering self healing and self nurturing. You have gone through a tremendous amount of physical body strain, which means you got to start working on the physical body. It's very important that you start putting aside finances for you to go and do actual deep tissue massage, significant amounts of deep tissue massage. Okay. When's the last time you had somebody do body work on you?
I've never had that done.
Never. Why?
Well, I actually, since you talked about that recently, I got a deep tissue massager
Uh, no, you
and
need a
I was,
person that is skilled, that knows how to break up the energy cysts, how to break up the knots that are on top of knots that are on top of knots that are on top of knots. This is literally something you cannot ignore anymore. You
I do
will
have
not get
something because when I would use the massager in the beginning, like the sides of my legs, if I just even barely touched the sides of my
right,
legs, I couldn't even bear it barely, it was
right,
awful.
which means you can still use the massager. You need a professional. Period. If you
Who knows? This
continue,
area is really small. Like I don't know if they even have
no,
anyone
that's
that
just your
does.
fear. That's just your fear talking. Literally, you are defeating your. I cannot express how important it is for you to break whatever fear that's holding you. You need a person who knows how to manipulate pressure points and do deep tissue. If you do not, you will not get through this.
My
Period.
goodness.
Your body is to be a temple of peace. Right now, it is a high tension wire of not letting anything go because it's gone through so much over the last decade. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to hammer this into your head. You cannot avoid not doing body work anymore. You got to find the funds to put aside to do deep tissue massage at least twice a month. Okay.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
if you keep saying there's nobody, every time you see it, that's your self-defeating habit pattern that's saying can't get any better. And hear these words: if you do not deal with the body, you will not deal with anything else. Your body has to let go of the traumas it went through so that the ritual and ceremony you do actually means something.
Okay. I see what
Okay?
you're saying.
Okay? What kind of job do you do?
I'm currently not working. I just kind of got trapped up in this area. I was kind of led up here under like lies, and
Okay.
I'm looking to start a nonprofit for or more like an animal sanctuary, but I had a place, to do this, a farm, and then everything just went to hell really quick, and now I have all these animals, and like I'm kind of stuck at the place I'm at just because, I can't move around with the animals, and I don't know. I start the beginnings of things. I just have a tree fell on my house a month ago, and I haven't had electricity for a month. So I'm dealing with like people coming here to work, and it seems like
Whose house is it?
it's it's my daughter's place, but she's not on talking terms with me, and it's on me to fix all these things. And oh my God! But like I
I'm
keep
I'm gonna,
finding
I'm gonna be
people.
absolutely blunt with you. Get out of that place, get rid of the animals, and take care of yourself. I cannot be any more raw and blunt. You are trapped in that place, and as long as you are trapped in that place, you are not going to get any better.
When
Leave
I
that place. Go and get, if you got to get government assistance, go get government assistance. Leave that place. I
is
know you
when
may love those animals and you may have some real challenges. It has to be you first now.
um the good things about where I'm at though is I do
There
have
are
a
no
fire.
opportunities for growth for you there.
I feel like
Zero.
that 'cause I thought I could start a business and I realized there's like less than 5,000 people in the area where I live.
There's zero opportunity for you to make any significant amounts of funds to grow. Zero opportunity.
Um and also I feed a lot of deer and stuff. It's one of the reasons it's hard for me to leave too because I don't know like
And that's your suicidal empathy stopping you from growing. And I use the word suicidal empathy. You are heading to the state of self destruction if you do not begin to face the bigger challenges. I have to get better. This is about me. This isn't about being selfish. This is about your individual personal growth and health and well being. I take it with the challenges that you got. You're not eating adequately all the time either, are you?
well right now I don't even have electricity and oh my God, I don't even know. It's bad. I've been drinking
Get
lemonade
out of there.
and
Walk away from it.
I just have to find a place to go, I guess. I don't
Go to
know.
get government assistance. I'm telling you, walk
You're
away
saying
from it
not to stay in this town at all, though? Are
at
you just
all.
saying?
At all. There is
Because
zero opportunity for any growth for you there. Zero opportunity.
the other thing is, my daughter has two children that I raised since they were born, and she's
Okay.
not a
And
fit.
she lets her children live in a house that a tree has fallen on.
No, they're not here with me. She has them at a strip club,
Okay.
but they're not being taken care of. And a part of me also was lingering because, um,
Not your problem anymore.
oh my goodness,
Not your
that's the
problem
hardest part.
anymore. Not your
Okay,
problem anymore. You came into this asking me what to do to take control of your dream world.
yes.
Your dream world is being run by everybody else right now, not by yourself.
It is. There's layers upon layers of things that are messing with me in my dream.
Walk away from that space. You've got all of the free stuff that I put out over 15 years to practice, so you don't have to put that much into it other than time, effort, and energy. Okay?
Okay.
I'm
Um,
dead serious. Walk away from it all.
is the ghost that's in here just a
They're
regular
demons
person?
haunting you, feeding off
I
of you. My entire conversation, I have been battling them with light so they don't interact with you.
okay.
Okay?
Do you think is salt bats helping at all?
Minimally,
Or
yes.
okay. What
Okay?
about the pouches, under the neck and the tailbone? Do you think that does anything?
All that stuff is basic maintenance. Okay? The fact that you have gone this long without being able to have the power fixed, you've got to have some deep inner conversations with yourself. Why the hell are you still there?
I feel bad walking out of this place because of even though my daughter's awful to me, I still love her and I still have hope that she's gonna like
It's not.
and also I feel like she copies me. Like I don't want her to use
She's haunted in her own different way.
like
Strippers become
she'll
haunted really fast.
What about the kids though? Just don't even think about the kids anymore. They're not being
This
taken care
short
of.
term, you need to take care of yourself. This is literally the
Yes,
metaphor of the plane that's going to crash and the mask come down. Put on your mask first so you don't die, so you can assist the kid next to you putting on the mask.
I see what you're saying.
Okay?
Yeah. So I just start with the four corners of the bed doing, I have done
First thing
the
you do
feminine.
is walk away from there. Make a plan. Walk away. Hear my words.
I am gonna work.
Walk away.
I've been looking, in my where I came from, my hometown, but there's just
Go
nowhere.
to a woman's shelter. Start over. They will give you everything you need to start over. Look for those resources.
Figure something out.
Exactly. Okay? And once you start saying, "All right, I'm ready to walk away from this place." Okay, you can still do the 30-day challenges, all of that, but your main focus has got to be walking away from that place and saying, "I'm not doing something selfish. I am doing myself first. I must be able to grow through this. I must be able to see that which holds me back. I must find my inner peace on my journey away from this destructive energy that I got forced into."
The energies that I have that are they came with me though to this place, right?
Some of it came with it, some of it's being projected on you by the daughter.
Okay.
Okay?
So you think
It's
distance
it's
from
a it's a hot, wild mess right now. And it's gonna take time for you to truly unravel what's yours, what's the houses, what's your daughter's, what's just something you created in your own head as a story to keep you there.
okay.
What work experience do you have? Have you done previously?
I ended out with just a bunch of home care mostly. I I don't know. I mean, there's things I've done that I'm definitely not going to do again, but
Okay.
my
You can go and get a nighttime maintenance cleaning job for offices instantaneously if you're in a city, somewhat of a city, okay? And take the bus to and from all of it.
okay, I see what you mean. I would prefer
Okay?
to do something alone. Like I don't really want to be around mobs of people.
I'm not saying the cleaning job, a nighttime cleaning job,
Yeah, yeah,
okay?
that
You
would be
might be
better.
working with one other person, okay?
All right.
You clean offices, okay? Can your
Yeah,
body handle pushing a vacuum cleaner and changing out trash?
sure. I can handle that.
Okay, it's good money.
I don't mind that kind of thing. I mean, just the state that I'm in, it's mindless. There's no thinking
Right.
involved.
It's a mindless job. Okay.
Yeah,
Those jobs are everywhere in cities, but not where you're living. That doesn't exist. When I'm saying there is zero opportunity for growth where you're at, I cannot stress so much zero opportunity for growth.
all right. I've just been caught up in one thing after another. It's just,
Yep. All
yeah,
right, darling, I got to let you go. I got a bunch of other callers that I want to get to.
okay, thank you so much. I've always
All right,
enjoyed
darling.
you.
You're welcome. Take it easy. Have a good one.
You too. Bye bye.
All right, let's move on to the next caller. Aaron, signal to unmute. Aaron, are you there? Hello, you are unmuted. Just can't hear you. Oh, now you're muted again. And now you're unmuted. Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, sorry. I like my old phone was forgot that for some reason the speaker doesn't allow me to talk.
It's
It's kind of
fine.
weird, but
Where are you calling from?
California.
All right. What do you want to talk about today?
Well, there's stuff going on. I think spiritually, as of now. Well, at least that's what I'm aware of. Like something about like I'm sorry about the wind, but the Earth ascending or something like that. Is that something that's
No,
that's not happening?
no. Individuals may go through it, a remembering and awakening on a potential ascension, but the Earth is exactly where it's doing, waiting for everyone to catch up.
Okay. Uh, so I don't know what the heck is going on with me right now. I feel like I'm like connecting to the sun, and it's like, well, there's a lot more than that, but there's a lot of weird spiritual things that are happening. Um, and I don't know, maybe just get some clarity on what the heck
Tell,
is going
tell me a
on.
little bit. Tell me a little bit about herself so I can tune into you.
A little bit about myself.
Yeah.
What would you like? I don't know where to start.
What kind of job do you have?
Oh, I am. I mean, this whole thing has kind of just led me into kind of just walking the earth. I meditate. I'm I I'm more attracted to being into nature,
Do
and
you have a job?
I do not.
Okay.
I do
How long
not.
have you been out of work for?
For like a couple months or something like that.
What did you do for work before that?
I was just doing like food carrier, like DoorDash and stuff like that.
Okay. Do you have your own vehicle?
Yeah.
Okay. How do you survive without having a job right now?
I just stay in a high vibration and just I just do there's services and things like and that doesn't really concern me. It's just like I feel like there's something that I'm supposed to be doing, and when I say that, my stomach tightens up.
Okay.
Like
Have you been listening to me for a while?
not. I've heard of you. I was told about you. You're like an Akashic record reader, right?
Far more than that.
Okay.
Far more than that.
I did not know too much. Sorry.
Okay.
Forgive me.
So I'm a no-nonsense teacher. I
Okay.
cut to the chase of what blocks people from personal growth, what
Okay.
stops them from having habits, um, what makes people easily be taken by what I call fake spiritual teachers with fake spiritual teachings that use word salads to make it look like they sound good. I cut through all
Okay.
that bullshit. Right now, you are
Okay.
surrounded by some of that bullshit.
Okay. That's fair
You
enough.
have all the word salad language that I've heard over 15 years of doing this.
Uh-huh.
Okay. How do you survive without having a job?
I just, I just, I don't know. I just
You
flow
love
with
it.
it.
Hold on. You love and light yourself through it, don't you?
What?
You love and light yourself through it.
Uh, I feel, I don't know. I just kind of feel it through. Um,
That's love and light.
yeah. Okay. Right. I didn't
Okay.
hear. It was kind of
It's all right.
muffled.
I don't. If I sound harsh, I'm not attacking you. I'm trying to
No,
help
it's
you
all,
reveal. I'm trying to
it's
help you reveal something.
for
What you
sure.
are talking is magical kid thinking with good branding.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
magical kid thinking right there. With good branding, making it easy for you to sell yourself on this.
Okay.
Okay, you
Mm.
want to actually have a real spiritual practice that actually makes a difference for yourself. You need to be
Yeah.
grounded. You need to have a place that you could call a home. You need to have enough money coming in that allows you to choose personal growth, even as you go camping once a month. Okay. You need
Uh-huh.
stability
Okay.
first. The
Right.
second thing is you need to hold yourself accountable to starting a daily practice.
How
Meditation
did
on Monday, prayer on
I?
Tuesday, exercise and spirituality on Wednesday, Thursday something else, Friday something else, 15 minutes a day, 5 days a week,
Can
starting
I?
at the average. That's C plus effort. And
Can
you measure effort
I'm
over
so.
months. Go ahead.
How did you know that that's what I'm being kind of drawn to? Or
Why? Because I've been doing this for 15 years. Everything is frequency and vibration. And when I look at a person, I literally look through the collar into you, and I look for
yeah.
your atlas and your axis as the two C1 and C2, and how it connects to the back of your skull. It tells me
Hmm,
how in the head you are versus in your body. You are
okay.
all in your head, barely
I
in your
know.
body.
Right. I kind of feel that a little bit.
And you
It's
know you
kind of
need to get it
annoying.
into your body. And your
Yeah, that's why
head,
I'm. Yeah.
right, your head is giving you all the avoidance techniques, all the
Right.
escapism techniques to stay out of your body.
Uh-huh.
Why? Because it doesn't want to give up control.
Yeah, I hate that about me. Well, I
Okay.
don't want. I want to say that I hate it. No, I'm supposed to love that. We're supposed to uh, be in the kind of the love thing. But I know it's it. Yeah, that's. I'm sorry. I was just. This is pretty fascinating. I was.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, thank you.
All right. So if you go onto my website, andrewbartzis.com, there's 3 30-day challenges there. There's also
Okay.
contract revocations. Start with those. Okay.
Contract revocations.
That contract,
Okay.
one for government, one for banking, one for media, divine masculine, divine feminine, the new 30-day challenges. And then go look at my playlist on my channel. I've got a bunch of free sample mentorship classes. Great stuff for you to get started with. All the practices you need, all the advice that you need exists there to get started. Okay. And you got to hold yourself accountable to
Right.
averaging C plus effort.
Okay.
Okay. And when you
Yeah.
start holding yourself accountable to C plus effort, you begin getting back into your body. It takes control away from the mind and allows you to go through a surrendering journey, surrendering to being in the body, in the space, with a solid ground, with the most basic plan is I need a 1 bedroom apartment. I need a place to live that I can afford, that I'm not constantly in debt through.
Mm.
Okay. Where in
Okay.
California are you?
Ventura.
I mean, where are you living at now?
Uh, Currently in my car.
And how long you been in your car for?
Just not that long, a couple weeks, but I'm just like I need to like I just feel all this energy stuff happening, like the sun, talking to
Where
the sun.
how old are you? That's all bullshit. All of
Oh,
that
it
is
is.
literally driving you crazy bullshit.
So wait,
Yeah,
is there is a technology out there, right?
sure.
Nanotechnology.
But right now you're all in your head and you're not grounded into your body, and your head is taking you down pathways that will lead to psychosis.
What?
Yes. I'm
Okay.
being blunt and honest.
Okay.
Blunt
No,
and
I mean,
honest with you.
sure.
Okay?
Uh. Yeah.
You cannot open the psychic realms without having a grounded body. You will be
Hmm.
taken over by something.
So grounded. So I mean, like I am meditating
You're not
like
grounded. You are not, your head runs everything. You are not in your body. 80% of the energy being that is you is in your head, virtually nothing in the lower body.
how is that possible?
It's called kiting. It's called kiting. You've had your brain in the sky for so long that you don't know how to be in your body. You have followed faux spiritualism by faux teachers with all these things that say all these things that are doing it, but the reality is you're not grounded in your body. You're too much the philosopher and never the grounded learned person. Have you fallen out with your parents? Yeah, you muted again, Aaron. You can just unmute.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Have you
Did
fallen
you?
out? Have you fallen out with your parents?
No. I just. Well, my no. I just something happened, and I had to be. Uh, which I'll just say 2020 happened. There was a crazy thing, and then I had to. I'm just away from my mom, and my dad is kind of. I don't know. I
When's the
don't know.
last time you talked to them?
I've been trying to text my mom recently, but my dad. I mean, I talk to my dad more often than not, but I
Do
just
they
feel
know you?
like.
Do they know you're homeless?
Uh,
Yeah, you're muted again.
Sorry about that. I don't know. My face keeps touching the thing.
No,
Um,
that is the energy inside you that's literally rejecting the truth of what I'm saying.
yeah.
Literally, this is not a real ghost. You have haunted yourself.
My God.
Okay? It's
Why the
self-haunting.
heck?
It's not a real ghost. It's the one that's not going to let go of the fantasy you're living in right now.
The fantasy.
Yep, fantasy.
Well, I have to. I mean, I just wanted to say, like the 2020s, that like that thing that happened, the pandemic, whatever you would want to
Uh-huh.
call it.
Uh-huh.
So they put. I don't know if can we talk about this over
Sure,
this show?
sure. Yeah.
Um, I mean, there was a lot of weird stuff going on there. I think a lot of it was there was technology being involved. Um, I mean, is that feel right or sound right?
No,
No.
no.
S-
You listen, you can't even articulate what it is. Is there something to the vaccine that's negative? Yes, there is. Is it affecting you individually right now? No, it's not. Does it cause myocarditis? Yes. Does it cause long COVID? Yes. Does it cause other things? Yes. Is there nanotechnology that's going to melt your genes? No.
I don't think there's that, but I think there's
I'm just
there.
trying to give you an example that sometimes there's information that overloads our mind and does not allow us to clearly define our words, our language, our beliefs of. And that not clarity and not having that truth is really challenging you to stay in the head and not getting back into the body. So, do your parents know you're homeless?
My dad knows. My mom not really. I mean, it's kind
Okay.
of new.
I think
Yeah.
it's time for you to say, I need some help.
Uh, I just I can't. Okay, I want to talk about that. My You're saying that
Uh-huh.
there's nothing in my body, but I can feel stuff going on in my body.
Sure.
So
Sure, there are things
I,
going on in your body, and you're so hyper focused on it. Your head's trying to define what it is and not truly understand what's going on.
so yeah. So why can't? Why is that wrong?
Why? Because you're getting misinterpreted information by not having a balanced, unique frequency.
Wouldn't I have not? I mean, wouldn't I not have a balanced frequency because there is stuff going on inside my body? I mean, that would be kind of the cause, right?
Sure, but your mind can play it up into something that it isn't. That's the way the minds work. That's why I said if you let it continue and continue and continue, it will turn into a psychosis. I'm not saying it is a psychosis now, but if you truly want to take charge of the mind, body, and spirit as a complex, evolving being, you need to be grounded in the body and balanced over long periods of time for you to truly understand how the psychic realms are opening up to you.
Okay, so what would be the first step to like get to grounding, to getting more into my
A
body? Like,
home with a bed that's guaranteed to last. Okay?
uh,
Regular
yeah,
food, because your food intake is terrible. Okay?
totally.
Food intake is terrible, which is causing your body to go through some very challenging things. Okay?
Yeah.
Bed, sleep, responsibilities. I need to keep my responsibility to make sure I have a bed, that I can get sleep, that I can get a little bit of money for allow myself the slightest bit of growth. Okay? That's where you
Okay.
start. Okay? And then
Uh,
journal like a motherfucker.
just
Journal,
what?
journal, journal. Get
Journal?
out of your head and use your hands, whether you're typing or you're writing by hand. Journal like a motherfucker.
Uh,
Everything. Everything.
right.
Okay? As I
Hmm.
said, all the free teachings are there for you. There will be some that will challenge you and others that will be greatly revealing to you. Okay? And like the other caller, once you get grounded, you need to have some body work. You have knots on top of knots on top of knots on top of knots on top of knots that have been unhealed, that are now actual spiritual wounds for you. And
Uh,
this is some of the stuff that you're feeling, unhealed spiritual wounds, because you've let yourself go too far. Yeah, you muted yourself again.
uh,
You go.
yeah, I kind of knocked off.
It's
I
okay.
didn't hear the last part of that.
You gotta journal like a motherfucker, okay? And
Yeah.
you gotta get a little bit of money behind yourself. Journal, and then you gotta start holding yourself accountable to actual growing, because you need to have body work. You have knots on top of knots on top of knots on top of knots that have become spiritual wounds. And a lot of the stuff that you're feeling in your body are the spiritual wounds that you have, that are being manipulated by the homeless energy you're in, because you do not have a dedicated place to sleep that allows your dreaming frequency to go to and from your body without interference.
Okay. Alrighty. All
Okay?
right.
And then the next thing is, you need to never let yourself become homeless again.
All right. Got it.
Okay? Okay.
Hmm.
I know this stuff can be challenging. You didn't want to hear,
I know.
but if you,
I'm open. Let's
okay,
go. You know. Yeah.
I want to see you grow. Now, let me tell you
Mm,
about potential I see in you. I see all this untapped potential, that if it's just given the proper focus, the proper sleeping energy, the proper strategy, you will grow leaps and bounds.
mm.
But you got to hold yourself accountable.
Okay. Accountability. Grounded.
Uh-huh.
Don't be homeless. And yeah.
Again, I have
Okay.
all the free teachings that are out there. Go to my playlists. Okay. There's
Uh
18,
huh.
15 years of teachings there for you. Okay.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
Okay. You
And then
said
when you find, go ahead.
sorry, the revocation things. Do those?
Yeah, you can do those.
Okay.
50, start. The goal is 15 minutes a day, 5 days a week. And you average yourself over a period of months. Okay.
Mm,
30 minutes a day, 5 day weeks is C plus B plus effort. 90 minutes a day, 6 days a week is A plus effort. But as long as you could average C plus effort over a period of 5, 6, 7 months, you will notice radical growth and change in yourself.
mm.
Okay? Do not be homeless anymore. If you've got a suck it up buttercup moment and go, I need some help. Okay?
Mm, yeah.
You are literally like 3 weeks backlogged on good sleep.
Yeah.
Okay? That
Uh
is
huh.
perfect way to become haunted
Hmm.
by ghosts externally, who just sit there and wait.
Uh huh.
Just sit there and wait. Okay?
Yeah. So the whole like love thing, that's like kind of what you don't. Is that not a thing? Like just be.
No,
I think.
learning to love yourself is a skill. It's called
Huh.
self-healing and self-nurturing and the mastery of that journey. Okay?
Okay.
Self-mastery is about holding yourself accountable. Commitment, courage, and discipline are not mystical. They're choices every single time. And every time you make a choice to make change, you have to hold yourself accountable to those concepts so that when you go to do those practices, your accountability level says, I'm enforcing these changes in the words that I'm saying, and the prayers and actions that I'm doing actually mean something to the greater growth. I have the beginning of a strategy to change who I am, what I am, and to what I should be without restriction.
Hmm.
Okay? That's love. That's
Okay.
self-love. That's self-nurturing. That's self-growth at truly meaningful levels for you.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So let me ask you another question. When's the last time you've dated? You muted again.
This is the host. No, let me do it.
Now you muted again. Unmute.
Unmute. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry. All right. My bad.
Last time you dated?
Uh, uh, maybe a long while. Long, oh, a couple long years. I don't know. It's been
Okay.
a long time.
Why so long? Why so long?
Uh, well, I don't know. Maybe I'm just in my head about it all.
That's fine. That's a good answer. It's a challenging time. Okay.
Yeah.
When you start to say, I need a place to rest my head, I need real sleep, and you also
Mm,
have to begin to acknowledge that you need human connection, that's real human connection.
yeah.
Okay. Anything moving forward before you're intimate with someone, you need to become friends with them.
Hmm.
Okay. And in this modern dating world, the friend zone is a bitch place to be. It's fucking terrible for some people. Okay. But learn
Yeah.
to make women into, or men into your friend zone. Whatever your personal choice is, it doesn't matter. Let them be friends first before you're ready to be any form of intimacy. And the reason I say that is when I look at the deeper energy used, you are lonely.
I mean, we're all lonely though, right?
You have a deeper loneliness to you. It's a deep loneliness and sadness inside you that you cannot find people at the level of growth that they should have been at. And it's one of the reasons you let yourself go because people are so fucking low frequency now.
Mm,
Okay,
yeah.
you should maintain yourself being a high frequency being person of high creativity.
Mm,
Okay, don't lower yourself to other people's levels.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, truly have a conversation with yourself about needing help, getting help. I'm stuck. I've been homeless for 3 weeks in my car. It's
Mm,
time to ask help. Get over the vanity, the ego, whatever's stopping you. Okay?
okay.
As I said, those ghosts out there are just waiting for a moment where sleep goes, lack of effective sleep over 4 or 5 weeks, and they just walk right in and take right over. Dead
Mm,
serious, man. Walk in and take over.
okie dokie.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right, man. It's been great talking to you. Okay? Go get
Hey,
some help.
yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
It'd also be a good idea for you to go back and listen to this, because
Yeah.
there'll be some things that you've missed And like I said about the body work, you really need to start investing into the body. But right now, you don't have any money to spend on yourself, but you need to be able to sleep and feel comfortable and feel safe.
Yeah.
Get out of your bed.
Yes.
Go to
Yeah.
my playlist, look at all the free teachings and classes that are there, and have a deeper understanding of what these teachings are there for, to help you hold yourself accountable to self-healing, self-nurturing, and the mastery of that.
Yeah.
True change, true wisdom. All right, man, take it easy. Good talking to you.
Yeah. Thank you. All right.
All right, let's move on to Hafia. Signal to unmute. Hafia, are you there? And no, she's not there. Oh, let's wait a second to see if she comes back. All right, everybody, this is a chance for me to tell you about the different 30-day challenges that we have. You go to my website, andrewbartzis.com, and you'll be able to download the individual 30-day challenges. Highly recommend that you go and do that. Also, okay. Okay. All right. So the grander journey of your grander awakening is allowing yourself to go through those 30-day challenges, discover those individual parts of the journey. Also, go to my store over there. Give us some loving. Find a product that fits for you. Everything that's there. We have another class that's coming up that's on the stairway to self-mastery. All the individual classes are available for that. And we're going to call it an end for today's show. All right, Joel, take us away.